All of our productions at GCTV are sponsored in part by Bay State Health, providing the care you and your family need when you need it, close to home. Visit them online at baystatehealth.org. Greenfield Savings Bank. Visit them at 400 Main Street in Greenfield. Call them at 774-3191 or go online to greenfieldsavings.com. Greenfield Community College, providing access and excellence in higher education in the Pioneer Valley. Visit them at gcc.mass.edu. The Hammond Family. The Hammond family are longtime supporters of Greenfield Community Television. New Fortune Chinese Restaurant on the Mohawk Trail in Greenfield. Visit them online at newfortunema.com. Call them at 772-0838 and check them out on Facebook. Real Cleaning Services, cleaning Hampshire and Franklin County since 1972. We don't cut corners, we clean them. Check them out online at realclean.com. Call them at 413-422-1143. People's United Bank, located at 45 Federal Street in Greenfield. You can call them at 774-3713 or visit them online at peoples.com. The Solar Store of Greenfield, replacing fossil fuels and nuclear power one home at a time. Visit them at 23 Fisk Ave. Call them at 413-772-3122 or visit them online at solarstoreofgreenfield.com. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting all of GCTV's productions.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. What a great time to be a veteran in Greenfield in the Upper Pioneer Valley. We have numerous individuals and groups all striving to help veterans and their families. Groups like the DAV, who at this point is looking for young members to take over some of the leadership responsibilities and to help them develop uses for their projects and move them forward. So please, if you're a veteran of a foreign war or you're a disabled veteran, please talk to the commander. He's standing right here, and see what the DAV can help you with. And we have groups like the VFW and the American Legion and the Marine Corps League and Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder has given us thousands of dollars over the last several years to help veterans. And Veterans Network. If you look at in the back here, we have Veterans United Network. They're back there with some hot refreshments. They go out and they do local projects. This year they helped us clean up some of the cemeteries for our veterans. And this year we want to thank the local Home Depot for coming down and cleaning up the plaza. You'll notice they painted the benches, they painted the fence out front, and they did that all on their own. A couple of veterans from the local Greenfield Home Depot. So if you go in there, thank the Home Depot folks for spending their time down here. One of the things that we often get from folks in town here is we get calls where people say, who can we donate to? What's a good worthy cause for veterans? And we often tell them to go to the local VFW, either in Northfield or down in Deerfield, or the DAV or the Legion, because most of their money is spent locally. But now our local officials are going to adopt a new law that Massachusetts passed last year, a local ordinance that will allow property owners to donate money just for veterans. And we'll set up a fund for needy veterans. We'll have an application process. If a veteran is in need or a dependent of a veteran is in need and we can't get them assistance in other ways, we'll have a fund here in town to help just local Greenfield veterans. So you'll see that coming soon. And to help get this kick-started, I want everybody here to recognize and thank Mr. Robert Cartelli of Fathers and Sons. He also owns Toyota and Ford of Greenfield. He's going to donate $1,000 for this fund just to get it started. So please, thank Mr. Cartelli. And we hope that as a property owner, you'll take advantage of this option and check off and donate an extra dollar or two on your tax bill. Two other groups that I feel that are very worthy in town that have been here for a while. Our local Elks chapter, the lodge here in town, they started as a veterans organization to help veterans, and they've taken it on under their wing, another new group in town called the Building Bridges Veterans Initiative. And I'd like to have Chad Wright come up and talk a little bit about that and give us a little review of what Veterans Day is all about. Chad?
Thank you, everybody. So Building Bridges Veterans Initiative is an initiative from the Episcopal Diocese of Western. The Building Bridges Veterans Initiative is an initiative from the Episcopal Diocese of Western Mass. We try to help out as many veterans locally as we can with a free weekly hot meal in 5 communities throughout Western Mass. In Greenfield in January, we started out with 12 veterans, and now every week at the Elks Lodge, we have over 75 veterans every week coming in for a free hot meal as our way of saying thank you to veterans. So because it's cold out, we'll make a few brief remarks. I'd like to thank you for braving the cold and helping Greenfield celebrate Veterans Day. From 1938 to 1954, November 11th was dedicated to the cause of world peace and was celebrated and known as Armistice Day. It honored World War I veterans, and the holiday was observed on the day when World War I formally ended, November 11th. In 1954, after the United States went through World War II and the Korean War, the U.S. Congress at the urging of veteran service organizations, amended the Act of 1938 by striking the word armistice and inserting the word veterans. With the approval of this legislation, November 11th became a day to honor American veterans of all wars. According to the American War Library, a military veteran is any person who served for any length of time in any military service branch. As soon as a service member signed their name on the dotted line, they made a promise to the United States, a promise to their family and friends, and they made a promise to their neighbors and fellow citizens. They made a promise to uphold the ideals of America and that the safety and freedom for all Americans was worth risking their lives for. They are ordinary citizens doing extraordinary acts for freedom, for safety, for country. As we think of veterans on Veterans Day, and hopefully every day we have on this one earth, I challenge you to follow their example. We as Americans should strive to have the highest obtainable ideals. The safety and freedoms for all Americans is worth every effort and every sacrifice and should be made on a daily basis by all of us. Thank you, veterans, from the bottom of America's heart. There will be coffee and donuts for veterans and their families at the Greenfield Elks Lodge at 2 Church Street immediately following these events.
Thank you, Chad. So again, that's another worthy group here in town that's giving free meals out to veterans just so they can get together and talk. So if you're looking to donate somewhere, please give it to the Elks, give it to the DAV, talk to Chad. They need to buy those meals somehow, so that's a good cause right there. Sergeant Phelps, if you could present the wreath to the Vietnam Memorial, please. brings an end to our short celebration today. Please don't forget to stop by the Elks for some refreshments. Stop by Veterans United Network over here for some hot coffee. And remember, on December 7th, Rolling Thunder will be doing their annual Pearl Harbor Remembrance Ceremony out at the French King Highway. So please participate in that and stop by if you can. Thank you very much.
All of our productions at GCTV are sponsored in part by Bay State Health, providing the care you and your family need when you need it, close to home. Visit them online at baystatehealth.org. Greenfield Savings Bank. Visit them at 400 Main Street in Greenfield. Call them at 774-3191 or go online to greenfieldsavings.com. Greenfield Community College, providing access and excellence in higher education in the Pioneer Valley. Visit them at gcc.mass.edu. The Hammond Family. The Hammond family are longtime supporters of Greenfield Community Television. New Fortune Chinese Restaurant on the Mohawk Trail in Greenfield. Visit them online at newfortunema.com. Call them at 772-0838 and check them out on Facebook. Real Cleaning Services, cleaning Hampshire and Franklin County since 1972. We don't cut corners, we clean them. Check them out online at realclean.com. Call them at 413-422-1143. People's United Bank, located at 45 Federal Street in Greenfield. You can call them at 774-3713 or visit them online at peoples.com. The Solar Store of Greenfield, replacing fossil fuels and nuclear power one home at a time. Visit them at 23 Fisk Ave. Call them at 413-772-3122 or visit them online at solarstoreofgreenfield.com. Thank you to our sponsors for supporting all of GCTV's productions.